Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. We are back here again. This is episode 2 of the series. I'm recording this one right after the first one because I've been having that much fun with it. I have been missing recording, if I'm being completely honest. I did enjoy my break, but I've been missing this. What we're going to do straight off the bat is jump into the New Holland. We're going to go straight down to the shop because what I've done between episodes is sped time up and bought cedar. That's why we are down to a dismal £4,000. I should pay attention to where I'm going. Yeah, going this way. This is the way to the shop. So we're going to get field number 9 seeded today, get the grass in there ready to go because, well, basically we need to start producing our own hay. We need to start looking after our sheep without having to buy the bales because it is expensive and we don't have the money for it. So this is the shop just right here, I hope. I do like this map. It has a few little issues, but all in all, I quite like it. I mean, the issues are mainly just a texture thing, if I'm being honest. So while we leave that to fill up, we'll have a look at what it actually is. It's a Gaspardo Nina. It's cheap. It's only 3 meters, but it's all I could afford, to be completely honest. And what we want is grass seeds selected. So we'll take this down to field 9. We'll get started on that. That was quite the sharp turn I made there. But the biggest concern I've got just now is we are running very low on funds. We've got a couple of options in that sense, in that we can get some placeables that will earn us some money, which is something that we might do. But as I mentioned in episode 1, what I'd like to do is run fairly short series on each map, depending on if you guys agree with that type of thing. But when we do move to another map, the machines will come with us, the animals will come with us, but the placeables will not, except for like a pressure washer if we actually get one of them. We don't currently have one of those, but if we get one, it will come with us. So let's go to the outside camera where we're still very much zoomed in. And what we might do is we might end up putting this on a hired worker. I'm not 100% sure yet. But we'll at least do a few of the headlands ourselves just now. And yeah, I do like this tractor. As I mentioned in the last episode, I didn't expect this tractor to be the go-to tractor for me, but it has very quickly become that. Must be because it's shiny. Well, this is not how you're supposed to see the field, but it's fine. It's a game. It's, you know, it's fine. Still some sunflowers there. I did run over them with the cultivator, but they're technically not in the field boundary, so guess they'll just be staying there, which is fine. Adds a bit of depth to the field, I suppose. Wild sunflowers on the edge of it. It's all very well and good and all that kind of fun stuff. Like I said, we'll get a couple of headlands done here. I think we've got plenty seed to get this field done. Also want to have a look at the other fields that we have to see if any of them need any attention today. I don't think they do, but we'll check just to make sure. And I wouldn't mind doing a contract today, or a mission if you prefer. I'm not sure if they even work on this map, but if they do, we'll look at doing one of those. Hopefully they do work, because I need the money. And we'll probably borrow the equipment. Don't even know if I'm in the right width here. I was It's close enough. But we'll get a couple of, like I've said multiple times now, I'll do a couple of headlands and we'll get this on a hired worker. I'll have a look at the fields, do some off-camera work with that, and we'll see if contracts are a thing, and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, it turns out contracts are a big thing on this map. As far as I can tell, almost every field has them. So this is the equipment that we've got. It's obviously a harvesting mission, and it's in field number 33, which is this one here. So we actually have to come up here past our farm and figure out where the entrance is up here. So I'm actually going to do it. So I'm going to take the what's this, a Stara? Yeah, take it. So that way we can figure out how to actually get into the field. And the other reason is, I've got to admit, I do kind of like these stars in sort of a weird way. It's not my go-to tractor, but they've got a certain charm about them. So we'll find out how to get in, and then we'll come back for the combine. The hired worker is having great difficulty with field 9. I don't know if it's the front loader attachment on the New Holland or what the deal is, but it keeps driving into a hedge. It's very frustrating. Yeah, there it goes. Blocked by an object. His own stupidity. So we need to head up this way and find our way into field 33. Don't even know what crop it is that we're taking. It's some kind of cereal crop. We'll also have to see how our sheep are doing today as well. See if they require anything. So our cornfield is ready. It's worth pointing that out. Not going to harvest it just yet because I would like a little bit better crop. Ah, the entrance is right there. So what I'll do is I will come in here and park the tractor in the bush. See, again, with it, that's what I mean about the getting stuck in the ground. And as a reverse bag, pull itself out of the hole. What I might do, I might send them off this way. See if he's more capable of that. We'll find out. Let's take the combine over. It's on that side. I'm not sure how we're going to leave the header trailer. Did I? I did. I hit the wall. Can I maybe not do that? That would be awesome. Alright, so I'll get this over to the field, we'll get things started. I'm not sure how we're going to work, like, actually doing the field. I don't know if it'll be a time lapse or jump cuts. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But I'll see you over there once I've made a start. Okay guys, got everything set up now. One thing I have noticed though is I drove this combine around the outside of the field because there's this like cultivated section all the way around it, and it struggled. This hill that's right in front of us, it very much struggled on that. Even without the header was still in the trailer. So I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, but we'll do our best. This contract's not worth a great deal anyway. That struggle there though. I've got bad memories of a previous series where I had one of these combines with a header on it that was too big and it would barely move. But what I think we're going to do with this is I'm going to do a little bit of it real time, and then we'll jump into a short time lapse and get this done, and we'll come back when it's all finished and ready to hand in, see how much money we get. We do have a hired worker who is costing us a relatively large fortune. Come on, combine, you can do it. Almost. There we go. Not the best combine, I'll admit. I'm not the biggest fan of this particular combine. The bigger Rostmash I like. This one, it's a bit underpowered. But like I said, I'll crack on with this and have a bit of a time lapse, and I'll see you when we're finished. Okay guys, that's that all done, and yes, I did in fact get the odd little bit there that I'd missed. Every single bit of the field has been harvested, 100%. Mission complete is actually like 84%, and we've not tipped any yet. So, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done contracts on this game. To be honest, since I stopped doing YouTube videos and streaming, I haven't played this game a whole hell of a lot. I mean, I did get the Platinum expansion and things like that, but other than that, I've not really put an awful lot of effort into this game, so some things I'm just unfamiliar with again. Let's put it to times 15 speed. To deliver this to the port southeast, which is northwest of the map. Yes, up this way. sorry, northeast than that, not south, not northwest. Yeah, this is the type of map I usually like to play on. I like the relatively small fields, small country roads. I do like UK themed maps, but at the same time, some of the Polish maps and things are also very good. I don't know if this is necessarily the way I'm supposed to go, but it is the way I'm going, so it's fine. It's in here, same place we got the sheep from, except this time we're selling it at the great cattle grid in front of us. Although this one is not actually a cattle grid. Let's see if we get any money from this. There we go, a decent amount of money coming in. Can't complain with that, and let's just go ahead and collect from there. And look at that, the hired workers finished here too. This tractor's filthy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this back to the farm. We'll have a check on our sheeples, and we might do another contract. I might do a cultivating contract if there is one. I'm not entirely sure that there is, but we might do a contract where we use our own equipment. But what I'll do is I'll not time lapse that. I will just show you the start and finish, if there is one available, that is. So we'll go in here. I don't know where I put the seeder. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep equipment over this side, but tractors over the other side. So I'll put this in this end bay here. That's a wall that I just reversed into at a fair bit of speed. Probably not good for our new seeder. Well, let's go over and have a look at what the sheep are doing, if anything. With any luck, there's some wool. Let's see how they're doing for water. They're fine for water. There is almost a full crate of wool. I'm actually tempted to take that. Although I don't. What is this? Litter. Lovely. I don't actually think I can get the tractor in here. Well, I can get it in here, but let's see if I can get it over there. That's not how to do it. Tight to that wall. It's getting back out that's going to prove to be the fun part, I think. 94% full. I'll take it. Let's find out, where do we sell wool on this map? I gotta remember what wool looks like. Spinnery. I could have guessed that one. Spinnery is here next to the biogas, so effectively next door. Not sure if there's a cut through. Doesn't look like it. Let's go and get this sold a bit more money for us, which is no bad thing. And afterwards we'll have a look if there's any contracts we can do with our own equipment, get a bit more money in, and carry on from there. So obviously I'm recording this episode pretty much right after the previous episode, so I don't know if there's been any comments on that video, because well, it's not even been edited yet. So if there is any machines you want, like I said in the last episode, let me know in the comments. I will do my best. to not spend all of the money and maybe be able to actually afford some of the equipment. Is that a dirt track we have to go along? It is. Very nice. Now in future we won't be selling the wool one at a time, we'll just be putting them on like the trailer and dealing with it that way. Is this it? It is. There we go, £2,277 from that. It's not bad, we're back over the 10 grand mark, which is alright with me. I don't mind that at all. So what I'll do is I'll just stop here, we'll have a look and see if there's any contracts, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I have in fact found a contract for cultivating, so we have our cultivator on the back. It's all the way up at field 37, which is at the very top of the map. So it's good that we're getting to see a little bit more of the map than we would if I just stuck to my own fields. Seems like field 12 might be ready to harvest as well, so we are going to have to possibly look at hiring a harvester in the next episode, which is fine by me. I definitely need the money. This contract is not worth a great deal. I think it's worth like 730 quid, something like that. Which it's better than nothing. One thing is though, I don't know how to get into this field, so that is also a thing. It's field 37, it's to the left of us here. I'm gonna take a chance and say it's this way. Oops. Looking at it now, it's actually just on the other side of the hedge there. I think this is the actual way into the field, yeah. Not the biggest field in the world. What I'll do is I'll raise that a little bit. Pull forward from there. We'll just get this done. So this whole farming simulator back on the channel thing is, the way I'm working it is, it's very heavily dependent on you guys. The whole idea is that I'm going to be switching between farms fairly regularly every 15-ish episodes. That is our money in from that government subsidy that I was talking about before. Not sure if it was in this episode or the last one. But yeah, it's heavily dependent on you guys. I'm going to try and do what you guys want to do. I'm going to be switching between farms every 15-20 episodes roughly. Might be more, might be less, but as long as it's somewhere around the 15 episode mark, that's what I'm aiming for. So if there's a particular map you'd like me to do one of these sort of mini series on, then jump in the comments and let me know. If there's any machines you'd like to see, again, let me know. And yeah, for now that's how it's going to work. In the future we might do a longer series if there's a particular map that I thoroughly enjoy playing on more than normally, then by all means, if it's getting the views, I will do a longer series on it. But without your input, I won't know what you want to see. So like I said, it is very heavily dependent on use. I think this is where the sheep farm is meant to be, actually. Feels kind of sheep farming up here. So yeah, just your feedback is requested. And also, if there's any other games you'd like to see me bring to the channel, don't hesitate and let me know that either. Definitely open to suggestions. There's a couple of ideas that I've got currently. You will probably maybe even have seen one of them by now. One you probably won't have, because I've not worked out exactly how to go about doing it yet. But you know, the more ideas that you guys can bring to the table, the better, because if you guys think of it, then I know it's what you guys want to see, and that takes half of the battle out from me trying to guess all the time. that bit in the corner. It's going to annoy me otherwise. But I'm going to crack on with this. We're going to do a bit of a jump cut. Ah, there is a hedge there. How dare it. I'm going to do a bit of a jump cut and get myself unstuck from this hedge. And I'll see you guys when we're pretty much finished this field. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, we have just finished the field. So I'm just going to fold everything up. While that's folding up, let's complete the contract. It's worth less than I thought. Awesome. But we're back over at the 12,000 mark. Let's get that out of the way. We really need a pressure washer. In fact, let's go ahead and buy one of them just now. If I can find one. Oh, there's that one. Do I have a better one though? Many placeable mods. Don't actually think I do have a better one, to be honest. We'll just go for the standard one. And it'd be nice if I could get it in there. That would be kind of a cool place to put it. Let's place it. Can I put it in one of these sheds? That would also be quite a cool place to put it, but it would appear not. Place it next to that shed right there, because this tractor is it's not shiny anymore. You can't have that. So we did briefly make it back up to £12,000, but we got things, so it's not the end of the world. I've got more money coming in at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and if the sheep are going to be producing that much wool, I may well go and get more of them when we can afford to. That is, I don't think we can actually afford to get another 13 sheep. But we have 26 sheep in total. I would like to double that. I'd like about 50 for now. Eventually what I'd like to do is have roughly 100 of all the animals. This is our farm right here, so I'll get the culvert put away. I'm not going to wash that. Not until we've done a full rotation of the fields. Let's get this put in this bay here. Not particularly worried about where this thing goes. We'll get this tractor nice and shiny. Even the front loader's dirty somehow. I don't think it got dirty unless you were actually using it. Could be wrong though. Oh yeah, pallet forks and everything are filthy. Get everything back to looking beautiful and shiny. The reason I wanted this tractor in the first place was because it was shiny. So, you know, I'm not questioning how many times I can say shiny in a row. Now, one of the things that we are going to want to get for the farm is a car of some fashion. There is one I have in mind. It's a Land Rover. I would like to get that, but obviously we can't afford that just now. Let's see if we can, something like that. There we go. But that is where I'm going to call today's episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can hit the subscribe button. And it is also worth mentioning in the description for this video, there is a link to Discord. Feel free to head over there. That's the best place to speak to me when I'm not currently live streaming. But thank you all very kindly for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.